Hey folks, I'm Yuri and welcome to the 5th episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. The lights and the Santa hat, it's all Christmassy, so yeah, why not setting up some Christmas mood. Anyway, we gotta continue previous episode where Sayori actually committed suicide and apparently Monica fucked her up, deleted her files. So we're in the second act, I guess. Oh, let's load. So, I know I don't really plan on coming here, but we will make sure you feel right at home, okay? Yeah, I did that. I will do that, but okay. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Well, Monica deleted them. It's now a meme. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. The main dialogue is, the most part of it the same as before, but there's no Sayori apparently, and the roles have changed. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls are all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked real hard to justify these too. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of it, so as before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's trying just to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Yuri, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Yeah, dude, you read manga. What's anime and play games? We know that. Manga. You see? I might quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Yeah, she reads manga too, we know that. When things are going to get clear? Why we're starting all over again? Don't know. It looks like she's going to say something, but she keeps quiet. She's a massive reader, I guess. Well, I can't change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. Yeah, well, I said last because this have happened. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Tease. Stories with deep psychological elements usually mess me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of our own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Dude, you're lying. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I would expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Now this line makes sense. The first time I didn't got... Well, I haven't seen all that shit, but... Wow. I hate horror. Yeah, after the first act, I hate it too. Oh, what's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes darted over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Well, I think that's impressive. Why doesn't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work and you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to say hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we will meet, we'll all share we will all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Well, poor Sayori. Tease. I was get over it, I guess. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well in your view? Hold on, there's a problem. What is that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. He did in the first place, but he will join. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stared at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchanged glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth in your view. The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club. Yeah, now that's new lines. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. I'm supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that in your view? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you all just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Yeah, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're real amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Near view, I'll look forward to seeing you how you express yourself. Yeah. Kinda really impressed that class Monika with my musical writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Jesus. She's way evil. And she... God damn. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between these three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Ooh, gotta write a poem again. Nice. You haven't unlocked a special poem. Wow. Let's read it. Fuck you, game. Jesus fucking Christ. How is that a poem? Fucking Jesus. And who wrote that poem, may I ask? Well, the game will almost definitely not provide me with answers. And I think that is fucking disturbing. Let's continue, jeez. Alrighty. As the first time, I'm gonna write a poem for Yuri, apparently. Well, I don't know. Many people seem to pick Yuri, and I pick her too. She's the one that I can relate the most because she's social awkward and really introverted. But yeah, I think we will continue this Yuri theme, and I really want to see where it ends. If this time we will be able to chase her or whatever we tried to do when Sayori came out of her house. So yeah, after images, where'd it go? Yeah. Well, now I know most of the words that Yuri likes. So anyway, despise, yeah, vacation, melody, secretive, fantasy, excitement, defeat, maybe secretive, yes, horror, that was an easy one, intellectual, equal embrace, mega, plain, whistle, captive, embrace, maybe, yeah, judgment, disoriented, oh boy, we're on fire, philosophy, infinite, kawaii, I guess that means for Natsuki, but that's kind of an Easter egg because you know. Actually, Natsuki reads manga, doesn't she? So it would make sense that she would like 8. Jeez. Wrath maybe? Yeah. Eternity. Insight. Determination. Desire. Located. Massacre. Oh well. I'm going to go with credit. Yep. Scars. Yeah. No. I don't know. Most of these. Let's go with agonizing. Yeah, we were correct. Frightening. Whisper, dark, sweet, amazing, vivid, peaceful. Did you see that? Oh my fucking Christ. In the last word we picked, when she jammed, she didn't make the happy face, she did like a monster, corrupted like face. Maybe that's just me, but oh my fucking god, no. I'm gonna save the game, you know. Just a bit, sir. Hi again, Nerview. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Well, it would be good if you did, but nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Let's Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the fuck is going on? Am I seeing things? Your face is just good corrupted when she first appeared. Anyway, I guess. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nerview. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Fuck you, game. Okay, just fuck you. Oh, now the background music starts to get all fucked up. Anyway, oh come on, like he deserves some slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you will not see the end of it. Wow, now she appears in front of the textbooks. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the clubroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between insane Monica and manga. Manga is the literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Yuri. We will make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri suits Natsuki with a disappointing glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a good book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Well, wait, I didn't mean it like that. Did you hear that? Oh my fucking god. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I would be happy to pick a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that should keep you get started on something you might like. He reaches into her bag and pulls a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book and I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it's to keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I will like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, now you can read it at your own pace. Well, now I notice that. Is it rotated or something? I guess. Don't know. I look forward to hearing what you think. No. Yeah, it was fucking rotated. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick up some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I will feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and arrives mid for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm out of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. If I was focused, then you probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so... That's a book you gave me, right? I want to read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Yeah, she bought 2 copies. We know that. We'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov, whoever that guy is. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and fixing them to... that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. No, not the thing about the limbs. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Remember in the previous episode where we found actually Yuri in main character's house, taking quickly her sleeves down when we got in with a tray and the cups of water, and now she is referring to that. Is Yuri having a kind of weird thing about knives and shit? She may be scarring herself with these. Oh jeez, no. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah, exactly like that. And it is even darker when you know the backstory of the previous act. You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing in your view? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and classy from the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. Okay, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What the fuck was that? Jesus. You don't mind me saving the game, you know. Yeah, just to be sure. Then suddenly, whoa. I'm rebelling, aren't I? Yeah, you were saying something weird. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body, I wasn't able to read that. It went real fast. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Ooh. Okay. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I could retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I'll slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want to. It's something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. It may be a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was... God damn. Why does this text go that fast? Let me go to settings and reduce the text speed so that we'll be able to read these. Yuri, you will apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It was like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I did the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. And holding it like this, we handled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes met. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least thing I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. Continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Geez, look at that face he's making. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way second guesses things he says and all that. That's what you were talking about. What do you have in your mind, Yuri? Maybe some limbs, knives, teeth. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So, I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't lose yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Nearby? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. It was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. What the hell? What would he do? Just read a book with her, and would that be bad, I guess? No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yeah. After the first act, Monica's real creepy with these kind of lines. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, it might be a while. So I just figured we would get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, let's just ask in. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Yeah, let's go with Natsuki. Just don't want Monica to be creepy again, but I don't think we have any way of avoiding her, so just postponing the inevitable. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Nearby, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of me of the first poem you ever wrote, then I would like to read it. Well, painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I will tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Better enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta start mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Now it's the same poem. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing, titties can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be real disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Now the other nice thing about sumo writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the fill in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Yeah, that's okay. It's easy, calm down. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is full and proud, then I'm gonna take that away from her. Okay, I guess that's Monica. Okay, let's go. Hi Nirvy, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening, and don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nirvy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's sort of a barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Nirvy. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that the like is a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally giving up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, that's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for a long time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. I still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, it's the same one, no? No. Well, let's read it, I guess. Hole in the goal, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems in flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling planes rings on my ears. The room begins to crinkle. Closing in on me, the air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Whoa. Okay. I guess. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of sound has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I just could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Yeah, alright. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Okay. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Alright. It's very weird to read it now after the previous one where previous act where Yuri committed suicide and then this little girl here deleted her file. Jeez. Well, there's high possibility that's not her, but from what we have seen in the files on the previous episode that I actually showed you guys, it seems that Monica does all that, but I guess we will see if there's something other than that. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets to fixate on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen at the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, let's read that to Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, notes her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What I'm getting so nervous for. Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you have written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri tells off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. There's a reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fade the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once you refine a train of thought, it is if her demeanor totally changes, her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It may take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Not you can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It is fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I would love to say my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily if it's a rare opportunity for her. With itself, it's kinda funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last screaming remained the last tease. What the fuck am I reading? This game is making to think really twisted and weird. So yeah, I guess let's go on. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstand the rest of time. The last year to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing the air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Now, it's the same poem as the previous act. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I doesn't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was real descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm real glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I'm going to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all near you. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, living in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Wow. Is that referring to the game? That would be interesting if it actually does refer to the game. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you in your review. Me too. Alrighty. Phew. I guess that's everyone. And glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. This is everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're... What the fuck? Music is going all wonky again. Even if it's just be nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a latest club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monka's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They decently exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As if they're reading in tandem, I got each of the expressions changed as she eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Yuri dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I wouldn't have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Yuri did too. So, based on that, I will gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Yuri liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Yuri appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Ha! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? If I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Yuri started showing up. So far the same stuff. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities and nothing like that. You really act as young as... Wow, that scared me legit now. As a look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you gonna be edgy, bitch. What the fuck? Edgy? Sorry, that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your middle age to comprehend. Oh, fucking Christ, jeez. What the fuck is wrong with the audio? See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you're going to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your second attitude. Oh my god, my ears head now. Ooh. If you think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute, then the cute thing about you is how do you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. That was a huge pun. Oh my god, you already do, don't you? What the hell? Is that a confirmation of what I was saying before? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? Yeah, Yuri, things are pointing that way. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Yuri hear everything you really think. I'm sure he will be over hills for you after this. Yuri suddenly turns towards me. It's just not so standing here. Yuri, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did... Okay. I just don't know. I don't know anymore. Okay, I don't know. Why the hell does text go that fast? Actually, I might try to read it in the editing part of this video, and I might add it in the description. Oh, well, we'll see. Hey, I'm gonna pick Yuri. Whoa. Yes, I am confident. Yuri. 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 Ooh, hello there. What the fuck is that? Yuri. Oh jeez, no. We screwed up. Hey Yuri, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay, I guess. Oh. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Yeah. Please don't tell me they're gonna kill themselves or kill each other. Oh god, no. Why? I can't even comfort my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I've never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Yeah. Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. What the hell is going on, Natsuki? She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with a pounce on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I've no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Oh, it did. Near you, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Okay. Anyway. Oh, jeez. My eye is twitching. The meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I would like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I wait for you to be done. Well, I am vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Yuri. It would be. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Okay, game decided we should write a poem and glitched out. I'm saving the game. You fucking piece of shit game. Fuck you. Whoa, that was a completely weird twist. I may say. And what the hell? What the hell? They suddenly started swearing and accusing each other for stuff, and then these edgy stuff that Natsuki actually said to Yuri, and then the whole cutting thing that actually confirms what I previously said, that Yuri might just have must be just be cutting herself. Well, I'm Yuri from the future once again, and I'm here to announce you that this episode is going to end here. I just thought it would be, you know, sorted on the previous ones and we get to an ending faster, but apparently that's not the case. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. Besides that, if you like this episode, hit the like button. If you dislike it for any reason, click the dislike button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more playthroughs and the rest of the Doki Doki Literature Club episodes. I think we're close to the end. Comment down below whatever you want. Share the video if you want other people to see it, and hit me up on Twitter. Ask me anything, point something out, whatever, because that's where I hang out the most. Until next time, I will see you. Bye.